Peace, love and light. This is David here with the first of the weekly readings, and I'm going to be as consistent as I can with these to ensure that every week you do get at least one large general reading. But this is the message from the Most High. Peace, love, and light to everybody. And please, if the video doesn't resonate, please do like the link, share it out, subscribe if you have not. But yeah, let's jump straight into it. So, message from the Most High. So, regardless of what culture system or spiritual system you follow, or what faith that you have, or even if you just believe in the universe, well, if you found the video, then the video is for you. Nothing's an accident. So, we have the Seven of Cups. Many people have had to go back to the drawing board. Now, this could be on many things in life. This could be like you was focusing on one career path and things didn't pan out, so you've had to go back and start thinking and assessing again, evaluating what to do. For many people, I feel this is more to do with relationships. So this will be that you have maybe been blindsided by something that's happened in your relationship or by someone that you was invested in. And this has caused you to really start to look at other options. Now, you can see there's a lot of options on the card here. Not all of them are good. So you may have a lot of options. They may not all be worth really investing in. So at the base, the Seven of Cups, we have Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be that maybe there was some deception, some sneaky behavior. It was caught, and then maybe this represented a repeated cycle for you that you decided to end by looking at different options with the Seven of Cups, different people, etc. Maybe this created the shift that you needed, because with the Wheel of Fortune, again, this is the wheel of the Most High, the wheel of God, as it does say, the tetragrammaton on the card right there. This has been divinely orchestrated for things to happen like this, for you to go through this process of change. So now I'm seeing that for a lot of you, there could still be advances coming, maybe from this individual or people, but I'm seeing that with the Ten of Swords, this is like a karmic cycle that is, for you, is done. You've gone through the trials and tribulations in this circumstance, and I think you've maybe accepted defeat, or you decided to take a loss when it comes to this relationship. So now I've already shuffled this deck here to clarify the Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, the Seven of Cups. So for a lot of you, you're ready for happiness, you're ready for union, you're ready for joy. Someone that you can settle down with, that shares your values, that is ready to be happy with you and wants the same thing from a relationship with you. Some of you might be looking for like twin flame. It could be just looking for a person that fits your specific blueprint and your life plan. Hierophant at the base. Looking for commitment and someone that's ready to offer you and give you that. Show me the challenge. So many of you are sick of going around in cycles. Challenge, the Lovers. So maybe the challenge is compatibility with you and this person, because the Lovers can represent someone that you're very, very compatible with, whether that be sexually, whether that be mentally, socially, etc. Can be general attraction or satisfaction sexually with the Lovers as a challenge, which is maybe causing, could be infidelity on one side. So there is like a desire to work on and invest in this connection. There's a desire for a fresh start initially. Will take a lot of work and time and energy though. But Four of Wands and Six of Pentacles, for a lot of you, I'm seeing that this circumstance, this relationship, it is one that you do want to be happy. You do want all the problems gone. You do feel like this is a relationship that brings you joy outside of this issue. And with the Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing that for a lot of you, you do feel that there can be stability and that this person does want to give to the relationship with the Six of Pentacles. They do understand reciprocity and how to give time and attention and affection, etc. So maybe the issue generally is one of a sexual nature, the Lovers. Where's the Lovers today? Now, I'm seeing for some people, you could have a desire to connect with somebody that lives at a distance from you. You could be thinking heavily about someone that you feel is a very good match for you, someone that you feel fits you perfectly. And there's many different contexts for this. I'll give as much as I can. That fits you perfectly, but they live at a very large, there's a big gap between you in location. So this could be someone who lives overseas, lives in the next county, across the country, etc. But it's one you see as a very good opportunity. But actually uniting with this person could be an issue because of this distance, or just even creating the opportunity. So it could be a lot of thinking that's taking place about how it is that you can unite with this individual. So for some of you, it's nothing to do with infidelity. It's just that you're thinking heavily about a person. Maybe you've been keeping it to yourself and you've been given a lot of signs and signals about this individual, and really connecting with them is all that's on your mind. I feel like for a lot of people that could be the case. Thinking about them. But it's like there's such a huge gap. It doesn't seem that you're going to be able to bridge it, but you're thinking about how to do this. So for those of you where there's been infidelity, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, you could be feeling like just separating very quickly and very sharply, just severing this connection in this relationship. Ace of Cups, one in new love. Feeling like, yeah, I've given my time to it. Seven of Cups, I've got options out there. There's better choices, and that you're just going to move on. Nine of Wands from the Moon card. There's been hurt feelings, melancholy, deception, a lot of pain that's been caused, and that it's just too much for you to continue. So for some of you are feeling like that. For some of you, others of you, there is changes that's going to take place because of a very emotionally detached stance that you'll have to take, where you're going to use your logic to be able to navigate and change the circumstance, which will allow for you to pour out any old feelings and start to really allow new positive feelings to come in, even if it's in relation to an old relationship. Some of you, you're just going to make the decision to communicate with this individual and be very blunt about how it is that you feel you should approach the situation due to distance. But you're going to be expressing yourself in a way, really showing them how you feel, letting them know you're serious. Letting them know maybe you want to move. Maybe you should come and see each other. Spend some time with each other. Take a trip or holiday, etc. So what you can use, Magician. This is, you have the talents, the skills, the know-how, you have the ability to orchestrate the exact outcome that you want, but you just need to apply yourself, take the initiative and do what is required. For some of you, it's you that's been the one that's done the infidelity, or the one that's been deceptive. And with this Five of Cups and Justice and the Emperor, this is a feeling of regret and sorrow, and knowing that you have to do the right thing and wanting to do the right thing with justice and being honest about this. And with the Emperor attacking or addressing the situation head on. So for some of you, that's what you can do and what you know you need to do. And with the Magician, that's you knowing how to apply yourself in the right way to get the change that's required. Now, this also can be, for those of you where, again, you're just feeling this grief, this distance, it's just hurting, and you miss the person. So you're deciding to make a decision with this justice, final decision, that with the Emperor, your mind's fixated, you know you want this person, so you're just going to take the time, the steps, and do what is required, whether it means moving, moving closer, moving in with this person if possible. Just going to say, like, take a big journey to go and see them for a while, like whatever you need to do, I feel like you're going to do for a lot of you. That's Magician. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Ace of Swords, 3 of Cups. So for a lot of you, you get on with this person very well socially. You do get on. Now, this Ace of Swords, there is a desire for victory in the situation. There could even be a new goal or new plan that's been created about how to resolve or address the situation. But again, clarifying the Magician is the 5 of Cups. So there's sorrow and there's grief, missing the other person, fearing the worst. And so because of this, doing everything that is required with the Magician to ensure that you can bridge this gap. You can resolve these issues. Maybe the past influences. For some of you, it is, as I said, it's a situation where the love's there, but maybe it's not enough fulfillment sexually with the lovers. Maybe it's that there's just not enough engagement sexually with the lovers. Not enough flirtation, not enough interaction or intimacy. Really past influences. So in the past, 6 of Cups. So there could have been some internal or external conflict, arguments, disputes, which with the 2 of Wands led to an evaluation and a need to really take the situation into account and find higher perspective about what to do. And with the 9 of Cups, maybe there was some insight that was gained, and it allowed you to know how to secure your happiness, allowed you to know how you feel and what you really want. And it led to a reconciliation with somebody. For some of you, could be an old friend, could be an old lover, could be a past life relationship. This could also be that you were able to deepen the connection with this individual that you were with. Because for some of you, it generally is just that 4 of Wands, 7 of Cups. You want happiness and joy. You want to get rid of all the problems. You want to alleviate any of the issues that have existed. But with the 7 of Cups, you're not sure how to do it. So you're at the drawing board, as I said. You're just a bit confused, but you're planning and trying to look outside the box to see what would be the right way to change or bring the real harmony into the situation that you're looking for with that 4 of Wands. Hierophant and the Empress has come out. It's at the top after that 6 of Cups. So maybe some of you were thinking about marriage, thinking about children. Show me a few changes. Of course, this is a general, so take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it. Not everything will fit for you, but if it does, you will know. So in the future, we have the 9 of Wands. Some worry, some pain, some caution. You or this person might have been through the ringer in this relationship. It seems like things are going to be on standstill for a while, possibly, especially for those of you where you feel like this distance. Things are going to be on standstill, and with the King of Cups, you might still be kind of sitting kind of tight-lipped, not really fully having expressed yourself to this person. And again, with the Ace of Cups there, possibly some of you are going to do it. Some of you are going to open up and bear your true feelings, which will lead to some kind of resolution or at least development. Some of you maybe are going to be too fearful to do it. Maybe the lack of trust with the King of Cups could be the issue. Maybe for some of you, it's not using your wisdom, which is keeping you in a position of limbo. But I am seeing that a lot of you are trying to learn from the situation with this King of Cups and 9 of Wands. You're trying to learn about what caused the issues in the first place. Because after that, we have the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Hierophant. So there is this focus on the future, on long-term security and stability. on laying down strong, stable roots and having a fresh new start, one where you are committed to equal and accommodating values that will support longevity of your relationship, more traditional standards where it comes to your relationship, and working towards making sure it stands that test of time with the Ten of Pentacles. Show me your opinions. So that's in the future. But let me clarify that one too. Where's Nine of Wands? So it could be you hurt, cautious, worried. Could be the other person. That's Nine of Wands. So some of you, because of work, that's the issue. Again, especially those of you where there's distance. Two of Pentacles at the base, Eight of Pentacles came out. Because of work and maintaining financial stability, that could be a worry for you to like what's the word? Pack up shop and move to a new location because you don't know if you're going to be able to secure yourself, which is very practical, of course. It's a logical thing to worry about. Some of you, it's like to get to a point of stability, it's going to require a lot of work with the Eight of Pentacles, consistency and a lot of time. And maybe you're cautious of doing that, not wanting to put the time and not possibly get the result you want. Now, your opinion of this is the moon. Some of you, you're worried. Some of you are upset. Some of you, you're in denial about the situation. And the way you're viewing it may be the problem. Some of you with the moon, it's that you yourself have been hurt, or you are the hurt party in this situation. And you could be experiencing a level of emotional turmoil. Been through a lot of battles, had a lot of challenges, protective of your feelings now. How's the moon? I feel like for a smaller few, but it will be for some, you may even have realized that your relationship's been influenced by other people. There's been other people trying to manipulate or instigate issues into your connection. But for a large majority, Eight of Wands in the moon card, you kind of feel like the situation's out of control or it's out of hand. That you're unable to resolve or take control of the situation and rein things in. Because the Eight of Wands, this is the energy where things are scattered and the energy is a bit chaotic. So things could go left if things are not properly channeled, the energy in the situation towards a positive outcome or towards a constructive outcome. And that's what's creating this moon, this warrior, this deception, self-deception. Because it's saying, you get your stuff in order, you channel and focus your energy, sexual energy, creative energy. You prioritize making resolutions, the focus, and you'll be able to do it. But maybe you're looking at this like it's too hard. So if it's you that's supposed to get it by, it's getting yourself in order and refocusing your energy, which you're seeing as such a big job that it's actually you're deluding yourself, and you can do it, but you're acting as if you can't. For some of you where there's long distance, it's like you're acting as if there's no way that you can resolve this issue, or that for you to really have the relationship would put everything else in your life at risk, which may not be the case. It may be that with the Eight of Wands, you have the opportunity and the energy for you to have a lot of positive developments and growth that will work also in your benefit. But of course, perception is going to be a key factor here, because how you are viewing the situation will determine how you respond to the situation. And right now, the moon is like a denial prone or based response. Really into the environment. So you're not really looking at how you should be. And the issue is because with the grief or worries that you're feeling, your emotion could be clouding your own judgment. Because with a magician, you're fully capable of doing what it is you want to do. Distance shouldn't be any problem for you if this is the case. Or maintaining stability shouldn't be a case. Resolving issues in your relationship should not be a case. Like, not anything that's undoable for you personally. With a magician, you're fully equipped and capable of doing whatever it is that needs to be done. So you just need to do it. Show me the energy in the environment. And that's the important thing. So the devil in the environment, who could have some toxic influences. Could have somebody who's very hurt, very worried. Could even be someone who wants closure in the environment. Someone who's been heartbroken, wants peace of mind. And now there's just like attachment. Could even be some phobias and someone that's very stuck. Why is the devil there? Why is the devil there? So there is somebody, either it's this long-term individual or your partner after you're the one that's hurt the partner, etc. They've seen the light, they've seen the truth, they understand what's required with the star card. They see and understand what needs to be done. But with the devil, they are completely scared stiff about actually doing it. So this is a situation where this individuals took the time to contemplate and are seeing what they need to see. They understand the path that needs to be taken. But because they now know it, and it's so even if you're the one in denial of the moon, this other person is not with that star and the devil. They see, they understand, especially again, Ace of Swords at the base. They understand. Now, we do have after that star card, the Six of Swords and the Chariot. So maybe they come to see you. Maybe this is the irony. Maybe it's like you're stuck and not wanting to do it, not wanting to really take the steps, and then they decide to do it themselves because they actually get it. Even if maybe you've been the one that understood this for a while, what was required, and they didn't, and weren't looking at it in the right way or in the correct manner. And now they've come into the insight about what needs to be done themselves, where you may have been aware and just been finding reasons not to do it for whatever reason. Show me your hopes. But this person, I think, has become aware. But it has got them also now a bit scared because of what's really required to make this relationship work. Now, your hopes, Ace of Pentacles. Maybe it's wanting a serious offer, wanting to give a serious offer, give this person a gift. Or some people, again, marriage was on your mind. You might be thinking about giving them a ring. Some tangible proof to have them understand what they mean to you and what you really want from the relationship. So the Sun card, Death card, Nine of Cups. So a lot of you see true happiness and warmth and joy with this individual, but you know that there's changes that's required. You want to start over in a different way. And with the Nine of Cups, this is feeling that you can have true emotional fulfillment with this individual, but you know you've got to give them something serious, and you're hoping that they will accept it with the Ace of Pentacles. Show me your fears. Show me your fears. The Chariot. Maybe you're fearing this person charges off into the sunsets with somebody else, or just charges off themselves in another direction. Chariot is someone who knows what they want, someone who doesn't really mess around or beat around the bush. They don't stick around if they know the person not interested. So with this justice and Eight of Cups, maybe a lot of you are fearing that they do themselves justice and maybe decide that they're better than this. They don't have to accept this. And with the Eight of Cups, they walk away. So you're fearing maybe, as you're now ready and you want to charge them fully, that they decide to walk away and charge away from you. Show me the outcome. Fearing you pack up shop, as I said, leave your job, etc. Move to a new location, and this person's now found someone else, or they're not interested. Show me the outcome. But for a large majority of you, prepare for the Tower moment. It's coming. So we have the world again, this person at a distance. And with the Two of Cups, there is going to be a heart-to-heart that's going to take place with you two. Now, with the High Priestess, there could be some behind-the-scenes circumstances or spiritual influences that are going to be at work in your relationship. But there is change, or an unexpected event is coming. Now, the Tower, as I see it, is usually some circumstance in your life that's needed to change, something that you've needed to let go, something that has needed to happen for a while, but you had the ability to initiate, but you were choosing not to for whatever reason. With the Moon card there, it's probably because of denial. So this is where God steps in. The Most High walks in and decides that I'm going to ensure things happen how they need to happen because you're stuck and stagnant. So this is what the Tower is. God's way of clearing what needs to be cleared. That's coming. Where's the Tower there? So the Seven of Cups and the Four of Wands, the union you're looking for, happiness and joy. Where's there? The completion of your ambitions or goal. Where's Tower there? It's coming. Fresh start is coming. Full card and Tower. So this person, I think, is making a move on you. So I think you're the individual. For a lot of you are looking at, because again, I give as much context as possible in different possible scenarios. You have been interested in the person, or you felt like they are the match for you. You felt like they're your person. They're your twin. They're your soulmate. And you've been aware of the situation maybe for some time. You've not necessarily taken the action to secure this relationship for whatever reason. But it could be because of feeling that the situation is out of your control. And this person wasn't necessarily aware of the true spiritual ramifications of your relationship. They weren't aware how deep your bond really was and the purpose it was meant to play in both your lives. But they've become aware. They've become aware. At the moment, they're a bit stuck, just like you've been stuck, but they're actually going to take action. So now they know they're going to act on it with a fool. And this is them leaping towards you as opposed to you doing it towards them to initiate this big change and take this big leap. And again, I'm seeing that there is going to be some indecision on your part. But with the Eight of Pentacles, I think you are going to want to put the time and effort into this. You're going to see it as a worthwhile relationship to invest in, new project to invest in. With the Four of Wands, this is the happiness and joy that you've been looking for. You will get it from this relationship. Interesting. Show me a love card for advice for this reading. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So it doesn't come without possible warnings and possible dangers. Or again, do not ignore the things that you know are important to you in particular, based on your own principles and morals and ethics. And if you see red flags, address them. Doesn't mean that they can't be resolved or worked through. The basic, you have children. Your life is being influenced by children. So that's going to play a factor. Maybe you or they have children. Maybe one of you is very much desiring children. Maybe you're going to have to accommodate for other little mouths to feed, etc. Show me the crystal card for advice. Maybe someone's inner child is what's causing the issues. Maybe they've learned from a parent or been hurt by one of their parents or guardians in a way that's affected how they interact with other people in relationships. And maybe this situation has been stagnant like this because of that inner child, reflecting a scenario that they saw when they were a child, and they've learned to respond like this. Amazonite. So if you have an Amazonite crystal, do work with it. If you don't, check the link in the description box. We do sell Amazonite. And now your keywords: peace, serenity, spiritual connection, balance, perception, and creativity. Your current confusion and frustration, it's that moon card, that 8 of Wands, are a result of the emotional instability which has caused you to see things from an imbalanced perspective. This has all come about because you have allowed yourself to become physically, emotionally, and mentally drained. The beautiful healing energies that radiate from this Amazonite crystal will help restore your balance, peace, and clarity. Let go of all concerns. Trust all you desire will soon manifest. This is a good time to switch off and get away from it all for a while. Spending time in nature will help. The more you let go of a desired outcome, the clearer things will seem and the faster you will get what you want. So don't try to force it. Don't presume how it needs to happen. Hold the intention in your mind and continue to work to make it happen. Show me moon card for advice. But as it says, let go of fixed expectations, because the Most High is always at work to ensure behind the scenes that things happen how they're supposed to happen, but you need to do your part. One thing I do, I'm a firm believer in, and I've experienced many times in my life, is as long as you do your part, God will orchestrate all the rest of the things for you that you don't, or that are not in your control, to ensure that they work to support you to get the end result that you are looking for and that is really for you at the end of the day. But If you ever stop, or if you delude yourself, moon, if you find reasons, whether it be out of fear, etc., not to take the steps and continue to do the work, then of course you won't ever be successful. It's not because it wouldn't have been like the forces aren't working to aid you, but because you lack a self-belief or your self-doubt, etc. But at the base, we have show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius, and ironically, new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So, I hope this video has resonated with people. Ooh, free. And check out the information in the description box for any of my personal details and information for personal readings. If the video resonated, please do like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you very soon. Peace, love, and light.